Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered about the vast, starry band stretching across it? That's our home galaxy, the Milky Way, and it's filled with wonders you won't believe. First things first, what exactly is the Milky Way? It's a barred spiral galaxy, a massive collection of stars, planets, gas, and dust held together by gravity. Astronomers estimate it's about 100,000 light-years across, which means if you traveled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years just to go from one side to the other. The Milky Way is not a random cluster of stars. It has a fascinating structure. Imagine a giant pinwheel with swirling arms. That's a spiral galaxy. The Milky Way has a flat disk with spiral arms where most of its stars, including our Sun, are located. Then there's the central bar, a dense region of stars cutting across the core. One of the most mind-blowing facts? The Milky Way contains an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars, and we're discovering more every day. Our Sun is just one of those billions, and it's located in one of the outer spiral arms called the Orion Arm. Did you know the name Milky Way comes from ancient mythology? The ancient Greeks thought the galaxy was a stream of milk spilled by the gods. The name stuck and evolved over time, eventually becoming the Milky Way we know today. Here's something cool. When you look up at the night sky and see that faint band of light, you're looking at the densest part of the galaxy, the galactic plane. It's made up of billions of stars, but they're so far away that they blur together into a glowing strip. Deep at the heart of our galaxy lies a region so mysterious and powerful that it has puzzled astronomers for decades, the Galactic Center. What secrets does it hold? Let's find out. In this part, we're heading straight to the core of the Milky Way to uncover some mind-blowing facts about its center. At the very center of the Milky Way is a monster, Sagittarius A*, a supermassive black hole with a mass of over 4 million suns. This black hole isn't like the ones we see in sci-fi movies. Instead of sucking in everything, it mostly stays dormant, occasionally devouring gas and dust that get too close. The region around Sagittarius A* is one of the densest parts of the galaxy. It's packed with millions of stars, many of them orbiting dangerously close to the black hole. Some stars complete an orbit in just a few decades, a cosmic blink compared to our Sun's 230 million-year journey around the galaxy. The Galactic Center is also a hotspot for extreme radiation. Astronomers have detected powerful X-rays, gamma rays, and radio waves emanating from the core. These signals help us study what's happening near Sagittarius A*, even though the core is hidden behind thick clouds of dust and gas. It's not just stars near the center. Astronomers have discovered bizarre objects like G-clouds, dense clouds of gas that seem to survive despite being close to the black hole's intense gravitational pull. And there are even theories of strange phenomena like intermediate mass black holes lurking nearby. Studying the Galactic Center isn't easy. It's 26,000 light-years away, and our view is obscured by massive clouds of interstellar dust. But thanks to telescopes like the Chandra X-ray Observatory and the Event Horizon Telescope, we're slowly uncovering its secrets. The Galactic Center is a chaotic, high-energy region that continues to challenge our understanding of the universe. The Milky Way is a cosmic tapestry woven with billions of stars, each with its own story. But how are these stars born? How do they live, and what happens when they die? Let's find out. The Milky Way is home to a vast array of stars: red dwarfs, white dwarfs, supergiants, and more. Red dwarfs are the most common, making up about 70% of all stars in the galaxy, while massive blue supergiants are rare but incredibly bright, outshining thousands of smaller stars. Stars are born in the galaxy's spiral arms, where clouds of gas and dust collide and collapse under gravity. These regions, called stellar nurseries, are lit up by newly formed stars, creating breathtaking sights like the Orion Nebula. Our Sun, a yellow dwarf star, is actually quite ordinary compared to other stars. It formed about 4.6 billion years ago and has enough fuel to burn for another 5 billion years. It's located in the Orion Arm, about 2/3 of the way out from the Galactic Center. The life cycle of a star depends on its mass. Small stars like red dwarfs burn their fuel slowly and can last for tens of billions of years. Massive stars, on the other hand, burn bright and fast. ending their lives in spectacular supernova explosions, which can leave behind neutron stars or black holes. Here's an incredible fact. When stars explode as supernovae, they release elements like carbon, oxygen, and iron into space. These materials eventually form new stars, planets, and even life. In a way, we're all made of stardust. The stars of the Milky Way are not just beautiful. They're the engines of creation and destruction, constantly shaping the galaxy. The Milky Way is full of surprises, and some of its most fascinating features are things we can't even see. One of the biggest mysteries is dark matter, a form of invisible mass that makes up about 85% of the Milky Way's total matter. It doesn't emit light or energy, but we know it's there because it affects the motion of stars and galaxies. Without dark matter, the Milky Way wouldn't hold together. Imagine a planet drifting through space with no star to orbit. These are rogue planets, and astronomers believe the Milky Way is full of them, possibly billions. These wandering worlds might even have hidden oceans beneath their surfaces, making them potential havens for life. From time to time, astronomers detect strange radio signals coming from the depths of the galaxy. Known as fast radio bursts, FRBs, these are incredibly powerful but short-lived signals. Some are thought to come from neutron stars, but others remain unexplained. Here's something you might not expect. The Milky Way's disk isn't perfectly flat, it's warped. Scientists think this is caused by interactions with nearby galaxies, like the Large and Small Magellanic Clouds, whose gravity pulls on the Milky Way's stars and gas. We're still discovering new features of the Milky Way all the time. In recent years, astronomers have identified entire streams of stars that are remnants of smaller galaxies the Milky Way has swallowed. It's like finding ancient clues about our galaxy's past. Our galaxy isn't an island. It's part of a much larger cosmic neighborhood. How does the Milky Way fit into the vast expanse of the universe? And what does the future hold for our home galaxy? Let's explore. The Milky Way is part of a small cluster of galaxies called the Local Group. This includes about 80 galaxies, but the two most prominent are our Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy, which is about 2.5 million light-years away. Together, these galaxies are gravitationally bound, forming a cosmic family. Our galaxy has a complicated relationship with its neighbors. For instance, the Large and Small Magellanic Clouds are two smaller satellite galaxies orbiting the Milky Way. Over time, these galaxies are being torn apart by our galaxy's gravity, and their material is feeding the Milky Way's star formation. In about 4.5 billion years, the Milky Way will collide with Andromeda. But don't worry, it won't be the chaotic crash you might imagine. Instead, the two galaxies will merge over millions of years, forming a new, larger galaxy. Astronomers have even given it a name, Milkomeda. Zooming out even further, the Local Group is just a small part of a much larger structure called the Virgo supercluster, which contains thousands of galaxies. Beyond that lies the Laniakea supercluster, an enormous web of galaxies stretching hundreds of millions of light-years across. Despite all these connections, the universe itself is expanding. This means that galaxies beyond our local neighborhood are moving away from us at incredible speeds. Over billions of years, the Milky Way and its neighbors will become increasingly isolated in the vastness of space. The Milky Way is just one of countless galaxies in the universe, but it's our home, a place filled with stars, mysteries, and incredible potential for discovery. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Milky Way. If you've enjoyed this series, please like, comment, and share it with fellow space enthusiasts. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing explorations of the universe.